Greetings, this is Graham Warren working with you on process innovations for the hip-hop case study. In this clip, we're going to consider the lens pooling matters. What I have in mind is to pool the anesthesiologists and the ORs. Instead of having each surgeon have access to just two, have the two surgeons have access to all four ORs as a pool. And then for the anesthesiologists, I want to try pooling them, but adding a third CRNA or anesthesiology assistant. So that's the basic thrust. I'm going to start from the base case and again, observe what the delta is. And, my strategy in this series of clips is to observe that delta with regard to the base case. And then, stack these innovations in a composite case to see where that goes. So to get this to fly, what we're going to do is we're going to use Anesthesiology Pros A and Operating Room Pool A as the resource pools for both tracks. And to get that to go, I need to have track B seized from Operating Room Pool A. We're also going to get an anesthesiologist from Anesthesia Pros A. And when we release that anesthesiologist, they're going to go back to Pro A. So again, I'm seizing from the A operating pool, getting an anesthesiologist from the A anesthesiologist pool, and then returning that anesthesiologist to the same pool. All right, now I also need to go and just make those adjustments that I just mentioned. So now I have three anesthesiologists, the two original anesthesiologists, plus I'm adding, let's say, a CRNA to that pool. There's going to be nobody in pool B, so just make that clear. All four of the ORs are now in pool A, and none are in pool B. And that's it. And I'm going to, run this and just see how the results compare to the base case, which had, four surgeries each on average, with flow times in the ballpark of 190 to 200 minutes. Again, you'd have to run the numbers and just confirm that. I did three replications, and I didn't bother to calculate the mean explicitly there. So let's run this and just see how it goes. Now, you may run into an error. Looks like we're good to go here. Let's just observe that this is how many anesthesiology pros there are in pool B and how many ORs there are. And you can see I've got 4 ORs here and I've got 3 anesthesiology pros. So it looks like that's working. The surgeons remain in their respective pools. One other possibility is that you could add some sort of assistant so that to do the closings, and I'm not going to entertain that change now. And let's run this to completion to see where it goes. Okay, so I got 5 surgeries here in A, and I got what appear to be 4 surgeries in B. The flow time in A is considerably lower than for the base case. The flow time in B is lower than for the base case, I think, but we'd have to experiment. So let's stop this and rerun it. Get our second replication. So we run it. And I want to just see where the bottleneck is. So the bottleneck is in the anesthesiologists. The operating rooms are close beyond the surgeon pool also. It seems like the anesthesiologists are the bottleneck still. So here I got 5 surgeries. Here I got 4 surgeries. Notice that there are 2 here. And the flow time is sort of base case. Here it's not that far from base case. So I'll do one more. Started it. And then I just fast forward to execution to completion. And I got 4 and 4 with flow times around 180. And the anesthesiologists are again at weak link. Let's try one more. So here I got 5 and I got 4. And the anesthesiology pro. So maybe I need a 4th anesthesiologist. But notice the surgeons are also pretty busy. So the surgeons, the operating rooms, and the anesthesiologists are ballpark about the same utilized. Interesting. Okay, so that's the pooling matters lens, and you draw your conclusions.